Hey there, this is Pastor Omar here at E-Free Church. Today I'm with Mickey Lang. Many of you know he's one of our elders, but he also leads the missions team here at church. And today we're just going to give you a quarterly report from all of our mission partners. This is something that we've been doing for the last several years, I think, Mickey, now. And it's a chance for you to hear more details in depth about all of our partners, prayer requests, things that are going on, as a way for you to keep you posted on what's going on. At the end of the video as well, we have a special announcement that we have to make about one of our partners, so stay tuned to the end. But we'll jump in, Mickey, and then we'll just talk about what's been going on this past quarter of 2024 with our partners. So
sounds good.
Yeah, let's do it. So I'll start with Nanci and Paul Erkert. Many of you know Nanci and Paul. They work with Wycliffe Bible Translators. They've been our partners for several years, and here's what's been going on within the last several months of the summer here in 2024. They mentioned that Paul has brought the virtual training of 2 audio technicians with them. One is from the country of Togo, and the other from Benin. And they're to the point now where they're almost ready to begin dubbing projects. One of the video projects would be a video of the book of Genesis into Burgu, Fulani language, and a video of the life of Joseph into a different language. So that's really exciting for Paul. Paul plans to travel to Benin in September and Togo in January to participate in the dubbings that they've been working on, while continuing, it says, to mentor the technicians he's been working with. It says both videos will serve predominantly to non-Christian communities, so it's something that we can be praying for as they get these projects done. On the other hand, Nanci, she's been overseeing the renovation of their suite of the counseling offices. As you remember, that's where Nanci mainly works, counseling other missionaries. And she said that the office had not been painted for nearly 25 years. So that's a long time.
That's a long time.
And they spent months sorting, eliminating, painting, etc. And her whole team is now pleased with just how clean things look at the office. A few prayer requests that Paul and Nanci sent to us. They said, pray that Paul has safe travels to Benin in early September for dubbing of the final video. Pray that training of workers will be effective and the new videos will lead people to know Jesus, to know who Jesus is. Pray for strength and wisdom for Nanci as she addresses challenges and stresses of being the counseling group team lead. So she's leading that team now, so praying for her leadership there. And then on a more personal level, they say, pray for their grandson, Luca, which continues to have bouts of kidney dysfunction. It says they keep him almost on steroids perpetually. They are thankful that his kidneys are responding to the steroid treatment, and they say that many children outgrow this syndrome, so they're hoping for that to happen. But pray for healing and endurance. That doesn't sound like fun for their grandson, 6 years old. On the other one, their daughter Alexis and son-in-law Ben, they continue to struggle with infertility. And so that's just been a big battle with them for the last 5 years. And so she's asking for prayer, for comfort, confidence, and wisdom as they continue to deal with this infertility. So those are prayer requests for Paul and Nanci.
Yeah, so Dan and Emily with Dala Development, they just visited our church last month. But we've got some more updates from them, or if you didn't get a chance to meet with them when they were here, just to update you. Last year, we were doing a fundraising campaign for construction of a ECD classroom, and you all helped to raise $27,000 for that classroom. Construction of the classrooms has started. They're making good progress. They're hoping to be able to finish that project or to get a roof on it in September. So we're in September right now. Hopefully they're getting that wrapped up. The students are really excited to be moving into the new classroom. And one of the things that they're requesting that we can help with is for $60 you can buy a new desk for a student. Or for $30, you can help cover the support of their educational needs. Another highlight to report, the uptake of cancer screening for men. It's been historically difficult to get men to show up for health screenings and cancer screenings. So after seeking the Lord, they came up with an idea of having a men's only screening, and the results have been very, very good. Their first opportunity to educate village elders, motorcycle taxi drivers, and government officials. It led to recruiting screening events They were able to screen at a mission hospital, a church, and a health center. And at the health center, they screened 112 men,
Yeah.
more than double what they were expecting. The village clinic came alive and is a lifeline for many, some of whom are in their 80s. Finally, they worked with staff at one of the largest hospitals in the area to create a navigation and treatment pathway for 20 men who were identified that needed further care. For the first time, they're starting to get space to engage men on issues relating to physical and mental health and their faith. If you're interested in supporting the Men's Initiative, a donation of $500 for the Men's Fund will support screening camp, and $100 will pay for needy patients' annual insurance coverage. This summer, they also had 2 visitors. CJ, a student from Georgia Tech, interned with them for 2 months, and Lindsay from Missouri came there on vacation. They had great experiences with both of them. And they're offering an invitation for anyone who would like to visit, volunteer, or intern with them in Kenya. Reach out to them and let them know.
Yeah. Thanks, Mickey. As Mickey was saying, yeah, so if you're interested in supporting them individually with some of the things that Dan and Emily mentioned, the $500 fund or $100, or even we're talking about going there, what I'll do is I'll put up a link here to Dallas Development, their ministries, where you can reach out to them or learn more about them specifically if that's something that you're interested in. Yeah, for sure. Okay, but moving on. Now we're going to global mission partner, and he's overseas. So that's one of our international partners here at church. He's in the Middle East, and here is what's been going on with him the last several months. Adam and Libby, they said they've been traveling a lot in the last several months. The 2 of them continue to lead MENA together, and MENA is the Middle East North Africa division of Reach Global, and they continually lead teams in several countries. In addition, it says Adam was recently given new responsibilities in Europe and Africa, and he continues to serve on the Reach Global leadership team. So because of that, these meetings have taken them to lots of different places because of all the things that they're leading. Adam is seeing more opportunities to create leadership structure, team culture, training platforms, and vision that make missionary work possible. They mentioned that their heart is to ensure that Reach Global missionaries are well equipped to share their faith and to multiply transformational churches among all the peoples. As they pursue this mission, these are some of the places they recently have been in as they continue to work with MENA. They've been to Bethlehem on a couple of times. It says on 2 visits recently, we were building relationships with the Palestinian church, exploring ministry strategy, and helping new team members explore ministry opportunities. They say, praise God for keeping our team safe through horrifying 8 months there in Bethlehem. They say, we're so grateful for the new MENA leadership team. During meetings, we talked through our roles, decision-making process, and priorities for 2024, which include leadership development and recruiting new missionaries, launching church planting teams in new countries, and focusing on the team health. As part of the new responsibilities in Europe and Africa, Adam spoke at mission conferences in Pretoria. It says, after spending the last 8 years in a new division with young missionaries, it really impacted us to spend time with seasoned missionaries in Reach Global's Africa division. So Adam also spent time in Budapest, Hungary, and for collaboration with teams there. So there really been a lot of places in the last several months. It says team in other divisions are beginning to use the missionary training program that they developed, Adam and Libby, for MENA, and so they travel to more places within the Europe division to help this. Now, while Adam has been traveling with this task there, Libby has been leading the Jordan team this year, and it says it's been great time with people there. We really that they really care about, and Libby is excited to hand the team leadership to a new leader, Aaron, next month. At which point Libby will focus more on regional responsibilities. So it seems like the Talbots have been traveling a lot, doing a lot of work in Europe and Africa. And the prayer request, they say continue to pray for peace in Israel and Gaza. They're kind of near that area. It says pray for friends in Jordan to put their faith in Jesus as they continue to minister in Jordan. It says many team members have begun to share the gospel recently, which is really exciting, but pray for those conversations. Say pray for more workers for the harvest, more team members for Jordan, for Israel, for Tunisia and Lebanon. and say pray for good decisions about what ministries, opportunities to work on. So lots of things to be praying for. Adam and Libby there in the Middle East.
Next we have Jenny Lang, who works with Family Life, and I'll just read from her update. She says, I am so excited about the curriculum that I've been creating. The Family Life Foundations training has been used by over 120 staff and counting.
Yeah.
We are currently developing what we are calling the local ministry model. Much of what has been written for our staff foundations class will be edited down so that it can be easily shared with anyone wanting to impact their corner of the world for Jesus. This will be housed on the Family Life Equip website as well as in print for those who prefer going through a hard copy. It's humbling to think that God could use my words to encourage and mobilize thousands to live out the Great Commission and the Great Commandment. Thank you for being a part of such a significant project through your constant prayers and support. I can't wait to share the finished work with you. And then we have a few prayer requests for Jenny. Please pray that they would be motivated to finish up the creation and editing on this 2-year project. And please pray for our staff that they would implement these resources and see many come to Jesus through their efforts. And on a personal level, she would like prayer for a pending hip surgery to fix her torn labrum. That surgery is going to take quite extensive recovery time. She will not be able to drive for 6 weeks. The surgery is scheduled in November, and to ask to please keep the family in the prayers. She currently is the taxi driver, the chef for the family, so they will need a lot of help to make sure that things run smoothly while she is healing up. They are trusting in the Lord to meet all of their needs.
Yeah, absolutely. Next, we move on to Carl Frost. Carl Frost is our partner, national partner in Muncie, Indiana, at Ball State University. There's a church there working with college students, and this is what his recap of the summer of this last several months. He said, hey, I've had an awesome summer. He said, our church went through the book Art and Faith by Makoto Fumimuro, and it said it was one of his favorite summers that he's ever had at church. It says they explore the theology of making and creating on Sunday mornings, and then during the week what they did is they invited Christians to come in and talk about how their faith has impacted making. For example, this included field trips to the Indie Art Museum and an organic farm. We had, they said, the professional chef come in and cook with us. A writer helped create sonnets. A film professor from Taylor University showed us a short film. A painter taught us how to do watercolors. A coffee roaster taught us about coffee. And this is Carl, led out a week on comedy. And says he could go on and on, but it was really an impactful time for our community. So it sounded like it was a great series that they did this summer there at the church there at Ball State and the Art of Faith, so which sounds really, really exciting. He also said this, Carl says that he has focused a lot on fundraising in this last several months, and he had his most successful summer of fundraising to date, raising about $1,700 in new support, which was incredible. It blew things out of the water, so very, very thankful for that. Starting this fall, he said, we are about 3 weeks into the fall semester at Ball State, and things also have been going great. We have 4 residents that raised support this summer and are now serving at the church in different areas. It says this is providential since we have a significant increase in attendance both Sunday and with the small group. So having this new people come in and help says have been really, really helpful. They've been critical to helping me shepherd and lead our congregation. So overall, he's saying that he's very encouraged. It's been good several months there at the church at Muncie at Ball State. Yeah. In terms of family update, he said, hey, Carolyn, Dad is now living with them in Muncie for about 6 months, and things are going better than they could have imagined. I don't know I think we mentioned this at the last report. Carolyn's, which is Carl's wife, mom passed away, and so now her dad is living with them, and so it's been an adjustment, so especially for Carolyn, but the things are going well, and just continue to pray though for the grieving process as they're still grieving the passing of Carol. Carolyn's mom. So just continue to pray for them, the grieving process, the adjustment there. Continue to pray for the ministry at Ball State. And then Carl just wants to say thanks. Says please tell everyone at Free thank you for their prayers and support. Says you guys are amazing. So that's from Carl.
Yeah. Next, we want to update you on Home Sweet Home Ministries. And you'll notice I'm wearing their shirt today.
Yeah.
So, in July, you might remember that we had a collection to support primarily the homeless tent encampment that is adjacent to Home Sweet Home. We collected bottled water, individual snack bags, sandwiches, snack bags, Ziploc bags, toilet paper, and paper towels. We filled a tent in our lobby to overflowing. We collected 574 pounds, which was delivered to Home Sweet Home. Also, that month, Matt Burgess, the chief executive of Home Sweet Home Ministries, shared an update with us and provided additional information about Home Sweet Home's work with the people in the tent encampment. An update on one of their ministries, which is called the Bread for Life Co-op. The co-op helps hundreds of individuals provide food for themselves and for their families. From a single mom struggling to feed her children to a veteran on limited income. Right now, the co-op is averaging 1,500 shopping trips per year.
That's a lot.
It's also in the early stages of adding a garden with raised beds outside of the main entrance where they can grow fresh herbs, carrots, and onions for the community. They continue to explore better ways to help our members find self-worth and dignity. They celebrated their 10-year anniversary of the Bread for Life Co-op this year. And for that anniversary, they did a Power of 10 campaign. Through August, Home Sweet Home was seeking 1,000 individuals to donate $10 to help raise $10,000 total for the Bread for Life Co-op. Home Sweet Home Ministries, Midwest Food Bank, and Thrivent are once again teaming up for the Big Give in 2024. Omar talked about that in our worship service this past week. Last year, Big Give helped to provide Thanksgiving meals for 1,800 families. I think this year the goal is 2,000. We have a large box in the hallway, a cost from the welcome desk, and now through October 1st, we will be collecting food. So please, if you need a list of items, you can get that in our foyer. I think we'll have it on the website as well, in the app. Look for the grocery list, and hopefully you can help support that. Prayer requests for Home Sweet Home. Please pray for the Bread for Life Co-op and for its members. Pray for individuals, families, and veterans who are seeking a fresh start. Pray for the staff and community partners involved with the Junction and community gardeners that help provide Home Sweet Home with fresh produce. If you have a garden and you have that surplus produce, I'm sure that they would welcome a donation of any of your produce. And pray for the well-being of volunteers, clients, and staff who devote their time to the shelter.
Thanks, Mickey. Yes, Mickey was saying this is going to come out in September. So if you're watching this, it's still the months of September. And the Big Give is something we do every year. The box is here, but if you're not limited to that, you can go on Midwest Food Bank website. I think Home Sweet Home Ministries as well. They can put into where you can do that. So
or Hy-Vee.
Or Hy-Vee, absolutely. There's different things that you probably have seen in our community for Big Give. So we encourage you to do that if you haven't done so. Moving on to Bold Hope. If you recall, we had Matt Jones. Bold Hope is another international partner. We've done several trips with him overseas, and Matt was here. If you missed Matt, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a link to where you can watch this service. Matt actually gave a message earlier this summer here at church, and so we were really excited to have Matt with us, and he really casted the vision for what does Bold Hope do and what are they doing in Latin America in helping people. And so I'll just put that link below here, but I'll give you an update on the summer. And if you're more, interested in them, I also link to the website of Bold Hope and what they're doing that you can be a part of individually. One of the things that they mentioned is they gave a lot of updates this previous report on the funds that they collected in 2023. They have a big gala every fall where they do that big fundraising, and so they're talking about how they've been able to distribute this money in the countries that they're serving. So they said that the funds have been used in several ways. One of the ways is that they have a professional school in Haiti that was able to purchase 3 sewing machines. It says they have a sewing class there that's very popular in Haiti, but they did not have enough machines to support the class size. But with the funds, they can now have reached more students. The professional school that they have there says provides career training in several areas, so that graduates can take their skills and secure employment or start their own small businesses. So teaching them how to self-sustain themselves. They teach courses like English and computer skills, and allow the youth in their program to enhance their education and engage in meaningful experience that help them to thrive there in Haiti. Another thing that they did with the funds from the gala is that they launched what's called a GOAT project. Yes, a GOAT project, which is really, really neat. And what that means is that there are several families in the program with them in Haiti that received the GOAT, along with training on how to take care of that goat. This family says they will receive regular monitoring by our staff and a veterinarian to ensure that they can successfully care for the goat. And what this means, it's an income-generated project, which allows families to benefit from themselves, but also to give back to the program by sharing the offspring, their goat, with other families. And so it multiplies, and it's just a way to provide income, food, and it's just a fantastic program that they started with some of the funds from the gala. Another thing, outside of Haiti and Belize and the Dominican Republic, says they've done phase 1 construction of a new community center in one of the villages called Autovilla there in the Dominican Republic, which is one of the centers where a lot of Haitian refugees are there, and they experience a lot of hardship. So they're able to start phase 1 of construction of the community center. Says this is a space that God has granted us, and we know that it will be a center for connection and growth in the community. So donations from the gala were also used to add 3 new staff in addition to this to the Dominican Republic team, as well as transition from 1 office space to 2. Also, more of the funds contributed to the ongoing operational costs that have helped us serve families well. So that's the update on Dominican Republic. It says they've also seen a lot of growth in Belize. They are also in the country of Belize in their family development program, and funds from the gala help cover the increased costs associated with that growth. Over the past year, we've been able to add more families to our program and provide new benefits that are greatly needed, like child safety training and outreach to moms. So again, Both Hope is in several countries, which they're doing lots of work, sustainable work, to help a lot of the people there. And one of the praises that they wanted us to share is, hey, Both Hope surpassed, they had a goal of $50,000 for the Haiti emergency fundraiser. As if you've been following the news, Haiti is super unstable, and earlier this year, things got really, really bad once again, and so they were able to raise a lot of funds for this, and so they're really, really praised for that. A prayer request from Both Hope, they say, hey, continue to pray for peace and unity in Haiti. It's volatile, it's unpredictable, and they're there. They're not having pulled out, they're there, they have people there, and so just continue to pray for peace and unity. It says, give wisdom for Ashrud, who is their operations manager there in Haiti, so wisdom to navigate just uncertainty and crazy times. Discernment in responding to the countless needs in the community. They always receive conflicts of needs, and they can't do everything. And so discernment and how they should respond and what to do. It says, continue to pray for more resources to purchase land for 2 church plants that they have envisioned in the country there. And just more sponsors for the families that we serve in all the different countries. So those are some of the prayer requests for this quarter.
Yeah, the update on Sheridan School. If you recall, we've last several years participated in an Adopt a Teacher program. Currently 13 teachers have been adopted, and 5 different churches are participating with those 13 teachers, and 1 book club. There's 8 groups are from E-Free. There are 5 teachers that are still awaiting sponsorship. So if you're interested in sponsoring a teacher, I'm sure that Cheryl Charlton would love to hear from you.
Absolutely.
They're still working with some churches that are currently not engaged with us to see if we can find some opportunities to sponsor these additional 5 teachers. Over the summer, 300 art portfolios were prepared and given to the art teacher for this year.
Yeah.
They also have a food bank program. Once a month, they provide food for the students to take home. And the first distribution will be today. Actually, we're recording September 11th.
Yeah.
So if you're interested in helping with the packing those foods, please contact Dick Lang. E3 Church sponsored a Sheridan t-shirt program this year, and the back of the t-shirts have a E3 logo on them. 6 people volunteered to help Sheridan School this year with their picture day, to just help organize the students, keep them, going where they were supposed to go, I guess. And that was very helpful to the staff. We are needing cars, people to volunteer to staff our trunk or treat, which will be coming up in October. Trunk or treat this year will be on October 24th from 4:30 to 6:30. If you're interested in hosting a trunk, please let Cheryl Charlton know. And we'll start accepting candy donations in October.
Yeah, that's one of our biggest things that we do. If you've been here at E3 Church, if you haven't done so, I encourage you to try it out. It's really fun. We go there to Sheridan and we decorate trunks. And if you're like, I don't know how to do that, we can help you with that. Yeah. We have people who say, hey, if you're there, you give us your trunk, we can help you decorate if you don't have any ideas. But we really are looking for cars. And so you're going to start hearing more here at church coming up in the next several weeks about this, because it's going to come up really soon. But again, like Mickey was saying, that's a big deal that we do. If you're interested, Cheryl Shaltman will put her communication here in the video. But also you can email me. You can talk to Mickey, anyone from the missions team. And we're looking forward to that. So yeah, looking forward to Trunk or Treat this year. And yeah, lastly, we have a couple other things to share with you, but that's basically most of this quarter. One of the things that it's miscellaneous, not one of our partners, but one of the things that we started doing recently is we're having a blood drive twice a year. And so we just had a blood drive on August 14th that turned out to be a success. It says we have 15 people from the church and 8 community members who donated a total of 24 units of blood. So we're passing the goal of 22 units that they had. So we partnered with the Red Cross there to do that. And so many lives are being impacted by that. So thank you for all of you who donated and came out to do that. Just to let you know, that's our rhythm for this is going to be about twice a year. And so that's always going to happen here at church. And we encourage you to donate.
Yeah.
And lastly, the last thing that we want to do, and Mickey, maybe you can read this here in just a second, but we do have some important news to share with you as a congregation. Know that there will be also an email that's going to go out to you from the church, from me, in regarding to one of our mission partners. So for several years, we partnered with Catalyst Ministries here in town. And we have a statement to read about what's transpired this last year. And I'll let you read that statement, and I can add a little bit more into that. But Mickey, can you share with us just kind of this new information to share with our congregation?
Yes. Yeah, the serving team has an important update regarding, as Omar said, our Catalyst Ministries. After much prayer and counsel, our partnership with Catalyst Ministries has come to an end. We support the mission of Catalyst Ministries, and we believe that our partnership over the last decade has yielded lives changed for the better by the power of the Holy Spirit, working through employees and volunteers of Catalyst Ministries. Our decision to dissolve our partnership was made after reaching an impasse regarding concerns that we had about the governance of Catalyst Ministries. We are saddened that we will no longer be in partnership, but we are grateful for the many years of ministry together. The serving team will prayerfully seek guidance from God in establishing a new ministry partnership with opportunities for local congregation involvement. For further information, you can contact Omar.
Yeah, thank you, Mickey. And just to share with you, this decision that we made, it was a hard decision.
It was difficult.
It was a difficult decision that we made, and it was made as a team. It was made as a team together, and as Mickey was reading, as sad as we are about that, we are very thankful for the many years that we partner with Catalyst Ministries, and we do believe that lives were impacted and touched through the work of Catalyst and through our partnership with it. Unfortunately, as Mickey read, our partnership has come to an end, and we welcome, again, for full transparency, if you have any questions, want to know more details about the process that we underwent. We underwent a process for several months this 2024 in reviewing things and looking at our partnership, and in the end we decided to come to an end with that. So if you are interested in hearing about the details, please reach out to me. You will have my email here. You can call the office and talk to me, and I would love to share just more details about how we did things, how we went about it, and just share more information about that. So that's sort of one of the biggest things we wanted to share in this report. For those of you who have questions, come talk to me. Now, with saying that, one of the things that now we're faced with, which I think is exciting, Mickey, is we have the opportunity to find a new partner.
Right.
And so one of the things that we will be doing for the rest of this year, and we're hoping to have a new mission strategic partner here for 2025, is that the missions team is going to be working hard to hear from different partners in the community and abroad too. We haven't decided yet, but we're undergoing a process to find a new missions partner here at church. And so that's exciting. And so please pray for that. Pray for the missions team as we think through, as we process, as we examine sort of what direction God is leading us to. We really are asking for prayers for God to guide us and lead us in how we choose a new partner here at church.
And we're always looking for new members for our serving team. If you're interested in being a part of the team, we'd love to hear from you.
Yeah, absolutely. So thank you, everyone. And we'll continue to do this reports throughout the year. So thank you so much.